Hey there everyone, no ho, this is Choquito and today I'm gonna share with you about some misconceptions about China. 我们开始吧。Okay, so the first myth is probably the most controversial one, and it would be that Chinese people eat dog food.
Oopsie, I meant dogs, not dog food.
And that couldn't be farther from true. Actually, most Chinese people, at least living here in Shanghai, they really do care about dogs a lot. And all of them treat them in a very nice way. I would say they even overspoil their dogs in most cases. And not just dogs, as you can see, also cats. They are very friendly to cats. Cats are really friendly, they are not afraid of people because people treat them nicely. So the same can be said about dogs. I haven't seen any place that would sell dog meat. That's definitely a misconception about China. Having said all that, I can still say that there's some regions in China that are known for eating a lot of different animals, including dogs. But again, it's not a common practice. It's not something well accepted by society. Most of Chinese people are against that. And the government has been doing many things to oppose these practices. Hope I didn't step on dog poop. Anyway, so the second misconception is pollution. When we hear the word China or Chinese cities, in the West, most of the people think about heavily polluted cities with a lot of smoke and all that sort of stuff. And that's not quite the case anymore. So China did used to be very polluted, but starting on 2013, the government implemented a plan called Blue Skies. Ever since, pollution has decreased quite a lot, around 30%. I remember when I moved here in 2016, the air was pretty bad. Not terrible, but still pretty bad. We used to get heavy pollution maybe weekly, especially during winter. I remember the sky being of a very weird color between, I don't know, gray and blue. You didn't see the shape of the clouds ever, like there was no clouds in the sky. But now, most of the time, especially during spring, summer and fall, we get to have really nice sky, very good air quality, and you get to see clouds. I don't know if you can see them in the video, but this is just a normal day, a random day that I have chosen where it's not raining, and we're getting pretty good air anyway. So yeah, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of pollution here, and especially during the winter, but it has improved a lot, and it's improving every year. All right, so let's jump into the third misconception, which is that there is no freedom in China. And there's a lot of mosquitoes though, but there's freedom. You will be quite amazed to find out that most of foreigners say that they have experienced more freedom here than in their countries. Freedom that comes in different ways. For example, the freedom in terms of opportunities that one has to get jobs, to achieve success in a specific sphere that they want to grow. Many people from other Asian countries that are also quite developed move to China because of the fast growth that they can get for their careers. There's also a lot of different religions in China. None of them is judged. All of them are accepted. Different people practice different religions and different beliefs. Also, it's a very secure country. You can get a lot of freedom from knowing that you're not gonna get robbed or pickpockets or, mugged in the streets, right? Regardless of the time of the day that you go outside, it's always gonna be safe. You can also get a sense of freedom from having so many transportation options, right? Going from point A to point B at a very fair price. But there's no freedom from the mosquitoes. They are biting me all the time. There's also freedom in society engagement. It's extremely easy to make friends here. People are very friendly and treat you very nicely, both Chinese and foreigners. There's no problem in finding a community that is gonna be pretty big about something that you really like or are passionate about. So you will always find people that will accept you and without any problems, regardless of who you are or how do you look. Yeah, anyway, in terms of freedom, I think we get a lot of freedom here that many of you maybe have not expected. Misconception number 4 would be, I forgot. No access to foreign media, all of that censorship. And so, well, the truth is that yes, foreign social media is blocked, but it's not quite the case. You can still get a VPN. So basically with the help of the VPN, you can access any social media that you want or any website actually. Like I watch YouTube, I post these videos on YouTube as well. I have an Instagram account, Facebook, WhatsApp to chat with my family, and I can use them without any trouble. And a lot of Chinese people do have a VPN, and they use it also to access foreign news, foreign social media. But at the same time, most of the people do not actually have the need to do so, because they have their own social media, their own websites, their own version of any app that you might think of. That's all they need, because everything is written in their language, everything is provided in the way that they are used to see these things, and they like it better, to be honest. Hello. Okay, the fifth misconception, and this will sound pretty bad, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, I'm sure, is that all Chinese people look the same. That's not quite the truth. That's also a misconception. Yes, it is true that the great majority of Chinese people have black hair and dark brown eyes. It's not true that they all look the same. So before coming to live in Asia, I really did feel that most of them look very similar. But after arriving in Shanghai and living here for some time, you get exposed to Asian people, of course, and you get used to the way they look, and it's very easy to distinguish between them. And trust me, they are extremely different from person to person. You would never get confused on who is who at all. And funny thing is that Chinese people have the same feeling towards foreigners of a specific ethnic group, right? So if they see Caucasians, for example, for them it's a little bit hard to distinguish. But yeah, the misconception is that Chinese people or Asian people all look the same, and that is not true. They are very different from each other. It's just that if you were not exposed to Asians as much as I wasn't, then to you they might seem very similar. They are not. They are very different. You just need a bit more exposure. So yeah, I'm ready for the hate. And the last misconception about China would be that made in China sucks. And this was true for quite a long time in history. We all know that made in China were usually products that were very cheap and very low quality, that would break or get ruined very easily. But that's not the case anymore, and Chinese products have had a much higher quality than they used to have for quite some long time now. So since China started getting richer, the standards of quality started getting higher as well. So many products sold in the market required a certificate called the CCC, and this ensures products are made safe, healthy, and environmentally friendly. And also the quality of the products must reach a certain standard at least. There is much more investment and money for innovations, and these innovations are usually also raising the standards of quality as well. And personally, I think that one of the most important aspects of this improvement has been online shopping. And because of that, there's a lot of competition. So since people can rate the products immediately after buying them, they can test them, they can send photos and pictures of how they actually look, and people here buy stuff mostly based on those ratings and those comments. So there's a lot of competition, and all competitors are actually making each other better, and they are ensuring that the quality is higher, because if you do not sell products that are of good quality, then definitely you're not gonna succeed in online shopping here in China. So next time that you see something that is made in China, do not necessarily think that it's of bad quality, because most of the time it's gonna be something pretty decent. The best thing probably is that the prices are still gonna be cheaper than the competitors. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to leave it a like if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. And please let me know in the comments below whether I have clarified some of your doubts about China, or just any other comment that you think regarding China. Okay, I'll see you next time. 再会。